Afrobeats wasn't always the dominant sound you hear blasting through speakers in North American cities. Not too long ago, it was still considered underground, a niche vibe that mainly circulated within immigrant circles. But today, the sound of Afrobeats has grown into something far beyond a regional rhythm. It has become a global wave, and nowhere is that more evident than in North America. From Toronto to New York, Houston to Los Angeles, the rise of Afrobeats in North America has been nothing short of incredible. Let's start from the beginning. The earliest waves of Afrobeats in North America came through the diaspora, African students, immigrants, and travelers who brought their music with them wherever they went. At first, it was mostly through small gatherings and basement parties, where DJs would throw in a Wizkid or Davido track between sets of dancehall and hip-hop. The energy was fresh, the melodies were contagious, and people couldn't help but move to it, even if they didn't yet know the lyrics. Soon enough, social media began amplifying what those communities were building in real time. Platforms like YouTube and SoundCloud allowed artists from Nigeria, Ghana, and South Africa to reach listeners in Canada and the US with zero middlemen. Suddenly, songs like Ojalegba and Fall were no longer just African hits. They were becoming cultural bridges. This was the first sign that Afrobeats wasn't just another passing sound. It was something people connected to deeply. Then came the collaborations, the moment things really started to shift. Drake linking with Wizkid for One Dance opened the door wide open. Beyoncé's Lion King, The Gift brought African sounds into the heart of American pop culture. And Burna Boy's Grammy Win made it clear, Afrobeats was not only global, it was unstoppable. But what's fascinating about the North American rise is that it wasn't just about the artists who made it mainstream. It was about the people who kept the culture alive on the ground. In cities like Toronto, promoters started organizing Afrocentric events that were unapologetically rooted in the culture. These weren't just nights to party, they were celebrations of identity. You'd walk into a venue and feel that familiar warmth, see people in encore prints and designer fits, all moving in rhythm to beats that felt like home. College students, especially African and Caribbean ones, were instrumental in spreading it. Campus parties became testing grounds for new tracks. DJs like DJ Tunes, DJ Neptune, and local North American spinners learned how to blend Afrobeats with hip-hop and R&B seamlessly, creating a unique sound that appealed to both African and non-African audiences. That blend is what made the genre accessible and unforgettable. Fast forward to today, and the scene looks completely different. The demand for Afrobeats is massive. Major festivals like Afro Nation, Afrofest, and Amapiano and Brunch now draw thousands across the continent. Artists like Rema, Asake, and Ira Star have fan bases in cities that once barely recognized African pop. Even radio stations and clubs that once ignored African sounds now dedicate full nights to Afrobeats. It's become part of the mainstream rotation. But here's where the story takes an even more beautiful turn. The new generation of global ambassadors who are carrying this sound forward. Artists like Tyla from South Africa and Moli from Ghana have become shining examples of what modern Afrobeats can be. Tyla, with her breakout hit Water, didn't just make waves. She brought an entirely new level of confidence and flair to the global scene. Her sound fuses R&B and Amapiano effortlessly, showing that African rhythm has endless layers. And then there's Moli. With her vibrant tone and distinctive Afrofusion style, she's helping redefine what it means to be an African artist in a global market. Songs like Sad Girls Love Money with Amari showcase that bold, feminine, and futuristic side of Afrobeats that the world had been missing. They both represent how the genre keeps reinventing itself, not stuck in one sound, but constantly expanding. Together, Tyla and Moli are proving that Afrobeats is not just Nigeria's export, it's Africa's gift to the world. Their presence in global award shows, fashion events, and collaborations with major brands show that Afrobeats has evolved beyond just music. It's a full-fledged cultural movement. They are the new global ambassadors, confidently African, unapologetically modern, and perfectly positioned to keep Afrobeats at the center of global pop. Meanwhile, here in North America, the fans play just as big a role. The love people show at concerts and festivals is unmatched. Whether it's a massive venue like Rebel in Toronto or a smaller spot like District Lounge in Pickering, the crowd's energy is electric. Everyone's dancing, everyone's smiling, because Afrobeats doesn't just make you move, it makes you feel something. It reminds people of home, of community, of connection, and that's what sets it apart. Unlike other genres that often divide people by trends or subcultures, Afrobeats brings people together. It's a sound that unites. You'll see Africans, Caribbeans, Latinos, and even South Asians vibing together under one rhythm. In a city as multicultural as Toronto, that's powerful. It's proof that music truly transcends borders. As the genre continues to grow, you can already see its influence shaping the next wave of North American music. Producers are incorporating Afro rhythms into pop, R&B, and even EDM. Artists like Chris Brown, Selena Gomez, and Justin Bieber have all tapped into Afrobeats, adding to its global visibility. But even with all this commercial attention, the heart of the movement still belongs to the community, the people dancing, promoting, DJing, and showing up week after week. And that's why the future of Afrobeats in North America looks so bright. It's no longer about whether people will accept it. It's about how far it'll go. From college dorms to arenas, from backyard parties to award shows, the journey of Afrobeats has been one of cultural pride and unstoppable momentum. Artists like Tyla and Molly are showing that this isn't a moment, it's a legacy in motion. They embody the spirit of a generation that refuses to be boxed in, that proudly waves the African flag while collaborating with the world. Afrobeats has become a universal language, one that speaks of joy, rhythm, and identity. So the next time you hear that beat drop in Toronto club, or you see a crowd going wild at a summer festival, remember this: you're witnessing history in motion. The rise of Afrobeats in North America isn't just about music, it's about unity, representation, and the power of culture to move the world. And if you've been part of this wave, attending the events, sharing the songs, or just dancing every time that beat hits, then you already know how special this movement is. You are part of the reason Afrobeats is taking over. Thanks for tuning in, and if you love seeing how this culture keeps growing, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Because this journey, it's only just beginning.